2年的会。So yesterday I spent about, I think about almost more than 1 hour to do mock test. I didn't prepare for a PTE at all. I think I used to learn it for like, I guess about more than a years ago, and I didn't touch it again after ever since. So when I did this one, I just felt like, oh no way. I mean, let's say I got 53, right? 53. But for example, if I spend a little bit of time to get to know the format and the flow and kind of get used to, like warm up with PTE, I think I can get a bit higher than it. But anyway, there is a point to let me know that I have a lot of things to learn to do with PTE. It's not as easy as I thought. For example, some skill like repeat after sentence. I thought I heard it, but then when I have to speak it myself after them, I just forgot it. For example, let's say, what did I say here? Over time, a potential cure for cancer may be discovered. Over time, isn't it? Oh, I thought I did it. I did it quite well. Over time, a potential cure for cancer may be discovered. I don't know why I just got like 56 out of 90. The content, pronunciation, but over time, the potential cure for cancer may be discovered. Okay, something wrong with my pronunciation, I don't know. But I just feel like the content is just pretty good. I don't even skip any single word. It's on both matches. Anyway, I have to improve it. I have to, like, let's say I have 6 months left, and my target is superior level score, like about 57, like 75 something or 80 something. I don't know. But let's target the high score level at the moment, because I want to apply the PR if possible after this, and even not for the PR, I just want to set myself the high target so I can see how far I can go and push myself toward it. Let's say the writing is the one having lowest point. Writing, I haven't checked it yet. 5 out of 9. So this one I won for with the content. Okay. Maybe only partially captured. Oh good, this one. Yeah. Oh, I see. So they have like components, and we need to make sure that we get the highest out of those components. Vocab, one word choice error, weaken precision, warning. What's wrong with one? Maybe, I mean, I think I should myself properly. Like my husband, he registered for a a PTE learning course with PTE Health. I don't remember exactly the name, but one famous PTE school, on a school center in Vietnam. And I don't like it much, to be honest, but I think there is a proper way to train individual skill. I'm pretty sure they have it here as well. Let me check quickly. This is the next one. This one having higher content, at least 50%. Vocab 50%, grammar. Yeah, this looks weird. I mean, the structure here looks weird. Uh, 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 uh. Oh, this one I got like lower than 50%. To be honest, I don't trust this website. This is the one PT website. I feel like I don't know. That's just a feeling. Super in general way. Okay, I got it. They don't have a missing article and natural nouns showing the context. Initially should be initially. Um. Okay. I think I have to have a clear plan for learning this. Mm. Oh, hold on. Am I speaking English now? I supposed to speak Vietnamese. Anyway, I just do it randomly, whatever I want. Maybe because I am, practicing PTE, so now I switch to Vietnam English. But later, maybe I switch to Vietnamese, and I feel like now I still have a lot of like emotional struggle with job hunting because I decided to quit my job, not quit my job, quit applying tech job. I wanted to step away from corporate roles, and I will wait until next year where I can start my journey with kids. I love them. For now, the only two things I need to focus on is PTE or English, in a big term, and um, just keep building. At least keep at least I gotta complete the restaurant app. Um, because I speak English to myself like this quite a lot, and then I thought it's okay. Maybe PT is not gonna be a hard thing for me if I just spend like maybe a few months or even like few more weeks to learn and practice. But now it turned out to be like harder than I thought if I don't train myself properly. I remember I saved this website somewhere, which is very, yeah. This one is really a great kind of materials for like official material from Pearson, and I feel like I learned a lot from it. So this one, I feel a little bit disappointed. For example, when I click on speaking like this, for example, this one, the speaking part about the chart and image, right? They always show the sample answer like this way. Let me see the line graph title show how this look okay, but this not look okay. This one look like kind of really like following the format or tip and tricks, and I feel like nowadays this is outdated, but this website is not updated yet. I don't know like who created this one, but yeah, to me it's outdated. Like the given picture give information about the share of global mobile student in the top destinations is a very informative pie chart. This one look very suspicious and has many different elements. This image is about the United States, Canada, China, and other countries. Also about Australia, accounting for 8%. This one sounds like, to me it's not good. It's just like trying to list out all the items there with not well structured. So So about you, having largest. Also about it's something I feel I don't want to follow here. Why my husband's money share? You know what? I think I better train my AI using the official material so they understand like how this task can be done properly. After that, I will ask them to give me like based on this one, they will know how to do this one and give me a sample answer. I mean, before it, I should give them my answer first and then compare to the best practice given even here. So let me see, because I need to prioritize coding first. It's always something heavier than learning English, so maybe try do it now or later, I don't know. Okay, from the next day I'm gonna start with coding first, but today because I opened this one already, so maybe I'm gonna just plan for it first and let's see how it's go from the next day. I'm gonna talk to Claude Code about this to ask about the idea. I mean, even I have idea, normally I still ask Claude Code or any AI. Let's see how they respond, and um, I'm gonna make the decision out of it. Claude Code. I think it's good for me to learn PTE properly, because when I listen to them speak, I can learn the structure from them and everything. I still feel like my English speaking is like shit. I make mistake. I make the sentence sounds like messy, messy. Okay, I'm gonna take the screenshot and send to it. Um, I also wanna show them this platform. I don't know if it's well. So far, I registered. I mean, I bought the course from one PTE. I don't know if it's a good one and the famous one in the market or not, but when it comes to this part, I feel I don't really trust their strategy. Looking at their sample answer, because I feel like it's just applying the format, the tips and trick, which is outdated and not recommended using nowadays anymore. And I just feel it's unnatural. It's not showing the structure, the best structure and comprehensive answer. It just try to list out everything, following the tip and tricks that I used to heard in the past, but not now. Um, I mean, I'm not sure. You, what do you think about this? This one sounds weird. I think I can do. No. This one is still the best. Yeah. This just a list, not a description. say this about X, about Y, and also about Z, that reading numbers of a list, not describing a chart. A strong answer groups the data. Boop, 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 boop. The comparison logic. Yep, repeat the word informative twice. Yeah, that sounds suspicious, right? Thank you so much. It isn't even mentioned or others. It's tied to the US. Actually, it's tied with, not tied to. This is correct. You read like GO September start. That used to be popular, but Pew scoring has moved towards content relevant and natural fluency over rigorous formulas. Answers that self memorize templated tend to score lower, no, not higher. We sent it you should pick and which sentence should I pick? I think I wanna pick also about I think there's something suspicious in their sample, but if I had to pick just one sentence, I would pick like the also about and also about blah blah blah, because this like kind of repetitive, and also just a listing of the list without comparison, without describing properly, vividly. Um, that my point. I'm gonna say like for example, the image is about something like we can repeat the title um of the chart of the pie chart, and after that I'm gonna describe which one is a top United States is a top destination tied with other or others countries, and following by United Kingdoms, for example. Right after it is Canada with 9%, China with 9% as well, and blah blah blah. So we just describe in the way that people can really imagine that with the orders, I mean, I don't know exactly the best way to describe it yet, but that's my idea. Two things a reason is restudying the title first gives the listener context. If you try to name a single country in range order like you describe, will you have enough time to also add a comparison sentence? Or do you think it's smarter to only name the top few and then group the rest remaining 5 countries to give them make up around? Well, to be honest, I feel like it's better if we group out like kind of the outstanding countries, the US, United Kingdom, Canada, and China, and the rest with like kind of smaller numbers. We can skip it. Maybe we can mention about the smallest country like Spain, and Japan just above it a little bit with 4%, for example. But we can skip the ones in the middle because we for sure we don't have enough time. And Okay, so you tell me what's the best, and I have this idea in mind, um, to make sure that we follow the kind of the current structure and the current score system. uh, I want to finalize the document that I need to follow. I found here one URL, one materials that very useful. I think it's made from the Pearson, and I was thinking about why not I send you all of those documentation to train you to be my PTE mentor or PTE trainer, and then from there you can give me the best, tips, not tips, the best advice, or train me um, about like specific topic. For example, today we're gonna talk about the pie chart, for example, like describe the picture, and then you gonna teach me what I should do to get the highest best score with the modern score system. What do you think about it? Top type here. This matter for how we work together. What I can't do. I can't be permanently trained or fine tune on your recommends. I don't. I think I can use. I'm not sure if I can use Google. Like I think I have that in mind, and the the Google Notebook LM. But let's see what they responded me here. So bạn nói bạn không có thể train được một cái thành một trainer um, lâu dài. Permanently là nếu mà dịch qua, nhiều khi mình dịch tiếng Anh với tiếng Việt như shit vậy ta. Đại khái là không có thể trở thành một cái trainer dài hạn được, because I don't learn from one conversation and carry that as built-in knowledge into all future tasks the way human tutor would after months of teaching you. What I can do, give it gets you almost the same result. Okay, as long as it gave me the same result. Pass or upload the document URL now and use this as our reference for today's session. I can save the key rules to memory, the structure you want to follow, scores, prioritize, common mistake. So next time you open the chart with me and say, help me with this one, I remember your target structure and can check your answers against it without you re-explaining everything. There's no training in the IISM, but it functions like trainer who keeps notes on you, and a lot of it is recycled and outdated. Okay. One thing to think about where you get that. Because I asked Claude Code to push my critical thinking and keep my brain sharp, so it will always ask me question in every response they give me. So now they ask me what would I reply. Thank you so much at their closing sentence. What their a real conclusion sentence is to do in the last. Okay, I'll answer your question first. It's just my idea. I don't know the best practice for this kind of task, but if I were to answer, I'm gonna summarize the closing sentence just by um, again reminding that the image of global mobile students in top destination are very um, interesting, showing interesting or useful, and sh- sh- no, I'm gonna say okay. The image showing the mobile student globally in different destinations, and it is very useful information, and that's it. 我走了，你别太难过，心里有人不需要哥哥。Mình cảm thấy cái website này giống như là đã được làm bởi mấy anh bạn người Ấn á. Cái kiểu này rất giống với cái kênh YouTube của mấy anh bạn người Ấn mình từng coi trước đó. Nghe rất là suspicious nha. This real and official document is from Pearson themselves, the company that makes PTE updated July 2025. Short air, not third party guess, just this over the couple sample. Tại vì mình đọc cái URL này mình thấy rất là hay luôn. Ý là mình thấy nó rất là make sense và nó không có cảm giác là đọc vô là thấy tip and tricks không, mà nó sẽ giải thích cho mình khá là cặn kẽ, mà lâu rồi mình chưa đọc lại, giờ mình quên rồi nhưng mà đại khái nha. Ví dụ đi ha, cái repeat sentence từ 55 trở lại, hình như là đây describe image này, thì cái good example này nó phải có những gì. Trước khi mình vô example thì nó sẽ cho mình luôn cái describe image ở đây ha, cái introduction, cái key feature là gì, rồi sample response. What you say be easier, it will be easier to tell the story of the image. You should outline your answer to cover the main information, any important additional details and any conclusion. Vậy thì nó cũng sẽ phải có 3 phần là introduction, key features, thân bài and most significant feature or conclusion. Chọn một trong hai, and conclusion không phải or. Rồi, the response should always be original response created on test day. It should use your own words only and only refer to information that is directly relevant. Bởi vì ngày xưa mọi người xài tips nhiều quá, nhiều khi không có xài relevant information in the image luôn, nên là bây giờ nó phải có cái thông tin này. Thì bây giờ là ví dụ luôn nha. The table presents the reading habits in Winston, showing the weekly time spent on social media, books, newspaper, blah blah. Mở bài dài thế. Books are most popular among retired adults with. Có image đâu? Đây, image đây. Buổi trước mình ngồi mình đọc cái này mình phải mở hai tab song song để mình coi một bên là image, một bên là response. Giờ lâu không đụng là nó lại quên rồi. Thôi mình back lại anh bạn này của mình đi ha. Ủa tự dưng nhảy qua tiếng Việt smooth chị ba. Thôi kệ, whatever. Mục đích của mình là mình sẽ phải tập trung. Hồi nãy mình bắt đầu là mấy tiếng rồi, chắc được 20 phút. Mình sẽ phải tập trung maybe là 1 or 2 hours straight for cái English session này. Sau đó là maybe ăn trưa, tập thể dục nữa, và sau đó quay lại coding. Thì nó nói good news là cái này là real rồi nè. And it's prove your suspicion 100% correct. Look at what the official documents say, word for word. It's a beautiful graph and show various information and explicitly banned. Your answer sounds pre-memorized like this. You get a score of 0 for content. Of a beautiful graph. sounds like shit, and the fluency and pronunciation don't even get scored. The whole task score become zero. Nói chung là nếu mình cố xài template á là nó về zero luôn. The document even shows a significant improvement. Example answer that say this is a very thank you very much is flagged as one of the worst answer in the whole guide because it's disconnected listing with no real description. Chuẩn luôn, mình nhìn là mình ghét luôn á. That was example in the document doc is almost the same exact same style as one PTE sample answer and your own closing sentence idea. So good catch on your part. But zero means we need to fix your closing line, not just keep the informative word in a different sentence. So mình phải tránh cái từ informative. Thank you so much. Like a beautiful graph thing. Tại vì nghe nó rất là thẳng mai, nghe nó rất là kiểu như học thuộc lòng á. Rồi intro key feature. Thật ra thì mình nghĩ là mình chỉ cần cài cái này gọi là nát như tương á là mình sẽ có cái biết là phải làm như thế nào. Nhưng mà thôi kệ, cái thằng này thì nó sẽ interactive được, tại vì mình muốn nó cũng remember cái format này, và sau này nó sẽ có thể cùng mình thảo luận chỉnh sửa về những cái topic khác á. Ở đây thì nó là một cái tài liệu tĩnh thôi, thì nó không thể nào expand cái practice của mình được. Okay, name of the chapter topic. The flat list are your numbers, your comparison words, higher, slower, tired, gap between. Conclusion, state the most significant feature, not a generic base of informative line example from the real. Those are the most popular reading format across all groups. Nó phải có một cái significant feature, chứ không thể nào mà put it in general là informative, useful được. Okay, let's me practice this one. I need to look again in the example first. Mình thấy là mình cần phải improve cái intro á, bởi vì là hồi nãy mình chỉ có repeat cái title này thôi đúng không, nhưng mà cái title này thì nó cần phải đặt trong một cái câu mà nó gắn với cái bức tranh luôn. Thì ở đây người ta nói là title đúng không, in a bay and across the year from like 2017 to 2020, thì mình sẽ attach luôn với cái year ở đây luôn. Rồi mình sẽ summarize là có bao nhiêu year các thứ. Duplicate, bring it here. Ok, cái này là nói là this most likely be a graph, table, or pie chart. You have 25 seconds. Rồi hỏi Thật sự kể cả mình có đọc cái example của họ, nhưng mà nếu mà mình cố nhớ này kia mình cũng không làm được, cái não của mình nó không có hoạt động theo cách này được. Bây giờ mình chỉ hiểu sơ qua đi ha. Cái ví dụ đầu tiên á, là nó sẽ lại trích dẫn cái phần title của cái graph này, rồi xong nó sẽ nói luôn là tại vì mình sẽ gắn với những cái info bên dưới này, cái item này nè. Thì nó luôn luôn là on social media, books, newspaper, book, book, book. Rồi nó nói luôn về ba cái group này: by students, working professional and retired adults. Tức là người ta ghép tất cả những cái thông tin này vào một câu rất là mượt luôn. By mình nói chắc là có thể sẽ dài dòng hơn vậy á. Bây giờ tiếp tục, rồi mình sẽ mô tả là cái books are the most popular among retired adults. Yes, because retired adults là cái cột này cao nhất mà. Book are the most popular with 8 hours per week. Are less popular among students with 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours also better. Vậy là cái strategy của thằng này là nó sẽ nói từng cái item một. Mỗi cái item thì nó lại loop vào và nó sẽ phân tích về từng cái nhóm này một. Social media is more read by students at 7 hours per week, rồi less read by working professional này kia. I read for about cái này cục được tại vì nó không có cái gì nổi trội lắm. The most significant feature is that books are the most popular reading material across. Ok, mình sẽ summarize là book thì sẽ là book là cao nhất, sau đó tới social media. Đúng rồi, book là đọc nhiều nhất nè. Ok, bây giờ mình quay trở lại exam của mình đi. Mình sẽ nói để nó chấm điểm cho mình. Mình chỉ có 25 giây để chuẩn bị thôi và 40 giây để mình có thể perform. Let me show the diff in top destination in 2020. Looking, you can see the top one. Yeah, our top one Taiwan. At top, the top, at top 20%. Ok, nói sơ sơ thôi. United Station. Highest mobile having the highest mobile student numbers, and the countries in at big nations, right? Okay. Cái number này double cái United Kingdom. Ok, mình hiểu rồi. Nói nha. Alright, here my answer. Help me review it strictly as a mentor. So the image showing the share of globally mobile students in top destinations in 2020, looking at the pie chart, we can see the United States tied with other country at top with 20%, following, and United Kingdom with like lower, like half lower, just 10%, following by Canada 9% and China also 9%. Australia is 8% just right after, and all the other nations going down. We also have Spain with 2% as lowest in the pie chart. In overall, we can see that in United States, the number of mobile students are the largest. It double United Kingdom, and all the countries are having lower than 10%. Oh my god, I feel bad. I mean, I feel like my mind and the way I speak is not, it's conflicted. Like, I understand something and I feel like okay, I'm ready for it, but when I speak, I just mess it up. I cannot arrange my thoughts and make it fluency, and I just feel like I speak like rambling, not speaking. Let's see. Yeah, it's better. To be my strict trainer. Feel bad. Half lower. Mắt selling là cái gì vậy? Cái code này nó xài mấy cái thuật ngữ gì đâu á. Gather information. Nói mở luôn là gather information đây. Alright, stream mode. Here's a free breakdown. What you did right. Too many arrows. Real improvement from before. You open the chart topic and year. This much the official structure. You grouped Thai number together, US or others at 20% instead of listing randomly. You use a real comparison phase here. Have a lower for UK 10% versus top 20. That is exactly the kind of comparison language the official guide wants. I mean, I know that's the idea, but I don't know how to use it properly. Arrows. Missing the actual Thai. You see United States. It doesn't clearly see US and others are Thai. Mình cảm thấy là việc mình học PT cũng là một cách để mình luyện cái gọi là tính rành mạch. Nó có một cụm từ là gì nhỉ? Articulation là cái sự diễn đạt của bản thân á, cái sự rành mạch trong diễn đạt của bản thân á. It doesn't say US and other are Thai at 20 each. Chả cái cụm này mình không, mình muốn biết nhưng mà mình không biết nè. This is the single most important flex in the whole chart, and it got lost in unclear wording. The United States and the category or others are tied for the top spot, each holding 20%. Fracture error in your conclusion. You say United Kingdom and all countries less than 10%, but you exactly no. So let's say small number matter in PT scoring. Incomplete conclusion. Cái này cũng đúng luôn, tại vì lúc đó mình đang include cái UK luôn. With incomplete conclusion thì là US is the largest. It is not fully correct in its tie with all others, so the conclusion misses the most significant feature style. The official guide wants a real insight, not just repeating the top number. Grammar pattern flowing by should be followed by. Uses twice. Followed by. Sử dụng quá khứ. Không phải quá khứ bị động. This recurring pattern to fix. Passive verb needs ed. Page filler instead of content, and all the cái này thì sẽ đang nói nhảm rồi, nó không có nghe được cái phát âm của mình. This says nothing, it doesn't tell the listener any rumor or trend. If you're skipping the middle country on purpose, this is a good time saving strategy. You should say why rely on remaining country range from 4 to 6%. Grammar more should be mobile students. Rewrite your conclusion sentence. Nó kêu mình phải viết lại cái conclusion sentence. In overall, the pie chart showing mobile students highest in United Thực ra cái này mình cũng không biết là viết sao, nhưng mà mình xài tiếng Việt trước đi để mình có cái idea trong đầu đi. Cái conclusion mà mình tính nói sẽ là cái United States này nó là kiếm cao nhất, hoặc là mình sẽ nói là tại vì đây chỉ là những cái top destination thôi á, nó sẽ có nhiều thứ không được liệt kê ở đây. Or the group tại vì nếu mà mình nói vậy mình lại làm với cái ý trong phần thân bài rồi, thực sự không biết nói sao. Because I mean with this pie chart I don't know how to end the how to end this task. Like I'm about to say that overall the pie chart show that the top destination is United States, tied with all other groups, and the other country having much lower percentage of students. But I just feel it's not good enough. And you know, like if you notice me communicating with you, you know that I have the idea, but I have problem with expressing my idea. I am working on articulation, and that's why, and also because English is not my first language. I mean, it's not a nice skill, but sometimes I have the idea, but I just don't know how to say it in English properly. For example, when I want to say that United States and all other countries are tied together and standing at the top one, at the top spot, I didn't know it. I didn't know how to say it this way. So I guess you understand my root problem now. Then you can help me provide the variety of, you know, expression, or that I can express. I mean, for example, with this one, right, there will be multiple ways to express the same idea, and I want to learn cut all of those things. So in the next image, I can maybe reuse that. Not reuse, but I can, you know, maybe I can learn something from this one and use in another image. giờ đã buồn ngủ rồi. Mình mới ăn sáng hồi 9 giờ mà trời. Nếu uống cà phê thì tối nay ngủ được không ta? Ok, làm một ly cà phê đã. Mình cần tập trung. Tối nay mình có mấy cái task quan trọng nữa. Bạn đợi mình xíu nghe. Mình sẽ back lại nha bạn. Có đây.